2. What's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in, come on in, as they say. Come on in, come on in. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully all is well with you. It's Friday.
Yes.
And welcome to the show. Kavanaugh's look like he's going to get the nod, the vote.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. So they didn't pretty much pushed him forward. Welcome to our Reality Hour, Real People, Real Situations. So today, Aaliyah, our social media guru, is here today.
Hey.
And holds us down. And then the one and only, she's our guest today, Nikki Miller. She's an author. What's up, Nikki? Tell everybody what's up.
Hey, how are you?
All right. What's up to Alicia is here. Deborah, how you doing today? And, of course, you know I'm Sam Silk. How you doing? We're going to read this letter and dive into it. Before I do that, Nikki, tell us about your new book.
Well, I just launched my own line of empowerment journals called The Power of I Am for women and for adolescent. For adolescent, it's called The New Generation. So I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said something earlier. You said, before we read the letter, you said that it takes 30 days to get in the routine or to break a habit.
It takes 30 days to change a habit and just to make changes in your life. So at least 30 days.
At least 30 days.
Yes.
Wow. Didn't know that. So now I need to pay attention to that more.
Absolutely.
That's why people be falling off the bandwagon in 5 days.
They do.
Yeah.
No commitment.
Yeah.
I should have wrote this down.
Yeah. All right, let me dive into this. Hello, Brian. How you doing today? Sheila, Angela, how you doing? Let us know what part of the country you guys are checking in. Niagara Falls. Marion, how you doing? Share the video with your friends and family. We're talking about a workaholic. Guy works too much. So let me dive in. It says, my husband is an amazing provider, but he works so much, I'm afraid he's missing out on the kids growing up. He's always at work, and when he's home, he knocked out. He sleep. The kids get embarrassed when they have activities in sports or at school, and their father is never there. He feels that as a man, it's his job to provide, and my job is to raise the kids. But shouldn't he allot time to be active in their little social lives? How do I get my workaholic to slow down? How do I get him to slow down? Because you need that money now. You need that bread.
Pay them bills?
Yeah.
To pay the bills. The kids cannot necessarily play soccer or baseball. Those things are cost. They're not free. So you need money for those activities. So yes, he needs to work. But at the same time, man, when the kid is sitting at home, or sitting at school, and then the other kid's daddy or mama are there, they're like,
What about me?
leave me alone. My daddy at work. So ladies, what is your take? What are your thoughts on that?
Now, is she working?
She didn't say.
That's another question because that makes a difference.
Yeah.
So if she is a stay-at-home mom and she wants him to be more active,
yeah.
then maybe she should get a part-time job to kind of help him out. So we don't know if he's working 1 or 2 jobs.
That's true.
3 jobs. So that's the question that I have. And if she is working, like you said before, create a schedule. Sit down and see, how they can kind of work this out together where he can attend at least some of the games, because I think a kid wants both parents there, especially if they're available.
Yeah. And for those just tuning in, I mentioned earlier that they need to create a schedule.
Yep.
You need to follow a schedule. Some people don't like that, but I'm going to keep it real. If you do planning in your life like you plan for your job, and you have deadlines that you want, it will help. But that's too, you can't bring business at home. Let me tell you something. Home is business. Let them lights, let you get a notice. Love will not keep the lights on.
Absolutely not.
So you need to plan that bill. Like I like to set up my light bill. I do an average, right? So I average what the bill is. So I automatically pay a certain amount every month. So then I don't forget because I'm too busy to sit there like we used to do back in the day. All right, here we
Let
go.
me get through my bills this
Yeah.
month.
And then what I would do is, when it comes to when the seasons change, I change the amount that I send. I kind of vice. So, but the point is sitting there to do that. You have to kind of plan it out. So the same thing you got to do is, okay, maybe you going this week, I go next week. Because let's face it, let's be real. It's a lot for parents today. And if two, like you guys asked earlier, is she working? If both of them are working, that's hard.
That is hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Can I chime in though?
Please.
I will say this. I had a situation this morning because I had to tell Bay, it's Friday. I've been working Monday through Friday. I know you work too, but today is about to be my day.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
make sure you cut your hair before I get off because I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do something because it's Friday
Yeah.
and today is my day.
Yeah.
Which is usual on Friday, but sometimes we stay in. But I want to go out Friday. But I will tell you this.
Man.
I do feel that it is the woman's responsibility to be that planner if her man is doing the majority of the providing.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah.
So if she is having some issues with really getting him and he's, working all night, because my fiance, he's a night owl. So he does his, his working
I
at
love it
night
when y'all
while
sleep.
I'm sleeping.
Really?
And I'm like,
What?
okay, go in the second bedroom, do your
I
work.
be like,
So
I
you
be like
saying you
this.
get more done when we're asleep?
Because we ain't nagging them.
Yeah.
We leaving them alone.
Oh!
Leg word. You said a leg word.
Look.
Sometimes-
We be like this.
Sometimes they just want the meal cooked and us to leave them alone.
Is she,
That's true.
Is she
That's
sleep
true.
yet? Is she
Is
sleep
there-
yet?
Get them their beer, their cocktail, whatever it
Is-
is. Get us out of the way. That's true.
Yeah,
The
go
food is
ahead
done, right?
and lay you out,
Okay.
so that way we don't have to worry about all that.
Sometimes the plate just needs to be there and it's
Yeah.
sitting in the oven. And when they done doing whatever they need to
Yeah.
do, they come and get the plate.
Yeah,
So I will say, I think it's her responsibility. If she has these concerns,
yeah.
she knows the household.
And let me say this: she needs to talk to him some love language, and explain to him
Yeah.
Tell him, Sam.
about how important it is for him to come and go to at least one of these soccer or football games. Okay, because if you yell at me, if you have an attitude towards me, I'm not hearing you. You didn't piss me off.
I'm shutting down.
Now don't talk to me out of anger. Talk to me in love language. Hey baby, how was your day? Little Sean, he was missing his daddy. At the game. We want to go to this game and support him one day. I was thinking about such and such. Don't come at him like, see, your son is acting up in school because
Snap,
your
snap.
ass ain't never there. I don't care
snap.
about she working all the time. Your son, he's in the play. He's playing.
true.
He's playing the scarecrow.
Eyes rolling,
Right.
hips popping,
We don't
neck
want to hear
rolling.
that. No man want to hear that. That's what happens. That's what happens. So you want to be careful from that. Don't do that. But planning.
I think you got to talk to the kids too. I mean, kids are smarter than what we think. And so sitting down and having that conversation with them saying, hey, your dad worked these long hours. This is why he worked the hours.
Yeah.
And then I think a kid would be more understanding. Not to say that the kid is not going to want that parent to be there.
Right.
But it's a little bit more understanding. And then, like you said, as a couple, they can sit down and talk. But see, that's the problem. A lot of people don't sit down as a couple and discuss those
Yeah.
things. Half the people don't even discuss, stuff as a bill. I mean,
Yeah, he
you
might
know.
not be able to make it to every week
at least
game,
make it
but
to
he
something.
can make it to at least 1 or 2 a month, maybe. And if he has to say like, "Oh, I'm really tired," but I'm gonna make it.
he got
I'ma make
vacation
it.
time.
Even if he fall asleep in one of the
Yeah.
games.
Use vacation time. Everybody got personal time, vacation time.
Yeah.
Hell, use sick
Whether
time.
he-
but
I
at
took
least
off,
be there.
which I shouldn't have. But I took off. I go to all his games, But I took off. I explained to my son last week because he ticked me off. He didn't get out of control. So now I gotta go back old school on him. I said, dude, I took off work to take you to your last baseball game. And this is how much money that I lost. Told him how much it was. And all we tell you to do is to do A, B, C, and D. You didn't do none of them. You feel me? You didn't do none of them.
Okay.
I'm not losing no money no more, boy.
But to handle that,
But you,
Clean that room up.
but was that really true? You didn't lose any money.
Yeah, I did lose some money that day.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make that up.
Oh, okay.
I had to call somebody and say, "Hey, could you go? Woo woo! I can't make it."
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
And we had to call around and find somebody else to go.
Okay, so yeah.
So I took off to take him to this game.
And you're explaining to him the gravity
I'm
of,
telling him that.
you know,
Oh,
I'm the
yeah.
provider,
Right.
and I'm making these sacrifices for you, son.
Correct.
You could at the least do A, B, C. Clean your room.
Right.
So I agree with that.
You know
But
what
that's
I'm saying?
something too.
And
with
then
that
he
piece-
lied. And see, this is what happened.
Ooh, JB, no.
Yeah. So on the way to school on Monday. Now they typically don't get homework on Fridays, but
Okay.
they did.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to read a book. And he decided to read the book Monday on the way.
Oh.
He's 9 years old. You're not going
He gets
to
smart.
try to hurry up and no. And so you feel me? So you got to be able to have them conversations.
I wanted to play all weekend. That's what I wanted to
No.
do, Daddy.
And so yeah, I'm not going. Hey, so Brian says yes, a part-time job for her, and also schedule a play date for the whole family. You hit it on the head. He needs a man cave. It's hard for a black man to be successful.
Ooh, good idea.
I have to agree.
Yeah, he gotta have
Let's
his,
like that
yeah,
comment.
I agree. He has to have his me time moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheila, that's why you should make changes in your life when you choose to have kids, and kids come first.
Yeah, but things happen.
Yeah, they do.
Or even if he can't make the games throughout the year, at least make the last one.
Yeah.
So that might be, really
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
for that kid if
Yep.
he at least make the last one because he couldn't make it throughout the year. So it's like being able to work something out.
What up, Steve? It kills me how some women complain that men aren't contributing enough money, while other women complain that their husband works too much. I'm with you on that.
Really?
I have a couple of suggestions for him. My first suggestion for you is to shut up.
That's what he said?
He's telling her to shut up.
Oh, wow.
You probably won't take that suggestion, so my next one will help you stop your husband from working too much. It's obvious that you don't work. So while the kids
That's
are at
pretty
school,
harsh.
Steve, you should either sell your body or some drugs, invest the money in stocks. After a
Lord.
decade, you should have enough to contribute to the household bills,
be in jail.
so your husband
Supposed to sell
can
some
be
drugs.
there for the kids. Steve is a nut.
True, that's what he
gonna
said.
say
He said
something like
drugs
that?
so she
I
can go
want
to jail
Steve-
and then become a prostitute.
I want Steve to. I can't wait for the day that Steve can just come up
Steve
here.
is
I want
all
Steve
jokes.
to be my guest. My guest.
Yeah, we would be
host.
There's
rolling.
gonna be
Yeah.
a bunch of women standing out there with tomatoes and just waiting for him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think
Yeah.
this is a concerning mother that says, I love my man, I love my kids. I want them to have what they
She-
can provide,
yeah, and
which is,
then-
set some time aside.
But I'm gonna be
So-
real. I'm gonna be real.
But did it say that has she had that conversation with him?
No,
Or
she
it's
she
not-
wants
She
to know
probably just
what
letting
she
him
needs to do.
sleep.
I think what she
Yeah.
needs to do is have that
The
conversation,
yeah.
and then take in everything that we said. One, do you have a job as well? If you at home, I'm gonna keep it 100. That's gonna be mostly that's gonna be mostly what you have to do. Okay, and then he does need to get in a game or two. I say you need to make time and you schedule that.
Right.
And you make it light on him. You know what I'm saying on that.
Yeah.
And then a father needs to go see his kids though at school.
Yeah.
To go to a game or so. But we live in this fake world that we act like jobs are not like what they used to be. The way jobs were back in the day, you worked that time and that was it. Now your schedule is crazy in order to eat. You may have to work 3 in the morning. You might have to work. Your schedule is crazy, and then you got people with 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So how in the hell I'm going to be there, just going back with Steve saying, when you know damn well what these bills are, and then how are you spending? Are you one of the women that you need this, you need that? So the man want to make sure that his entire family's there, and it's like somebody said here, it's hard being a successful black man. Sometimes you be
Pressure.
worn out, the pressure.
Yeah.
You got to
lot of
deal with the
pressure.
pressure at work on keeping your job.
And then pressure when you get home. If your home is not 100%
Man, let me tell you something.
pleasure.
So I'm gonna say it's this woman's responsibility
Man.
to create that order.
Yeah.
If she
Some
want that
order.
out of her man, she gonna have to create something
Yeah.
that has that synergy. But
Let's take some calls right quick. Sam Silk Show, hello.
Yo,
Go ahead and preach, Todd.
Nah, don't call this to preach. This is just a conveyance of an accurate assessment of the facts this time. If those kids, if their children are of age and at least of average intelligence, they should be making this case to their father themselves, not the mother, because nobody's going to be able to speak for you better than you. And if you can't do it in front of your parents, then you're going to have major problems later on in life. So if they're of age and of average intelligence, make that case for themselves and make sure they come with the dates that they want to see them at their events.
All right, Todd. Thanks a lot. Sam Silk Show, what's up?
Listen, I was just listening to what you said. Now, I agree with what you said. You know, sometimes you do got to set time aside. Let me cut the radio down. You got to set that time aside, make a schedule or something. I agree with what you said. Also, though, I do think that, you know, we all know that you got to work hard to play hard. You know, it come a better time, though. You got to put your work in now, you know, to make it better. And, you know, I mean, he got to work to provide and to make those things nice that they want, you know, the sports and the nice things. And she got to be, you know, a little more bending and a little more understanding and, you know, try to explain it more to the kids. You know, and they will understand, though, because it'll be greater later. And if you just set aside one day to be there for them, you know, during sports and one day maybe to pop up at the school, then I think it would be appreciated. But let the man work, because there's so many of us, of the men out there that don't work like that and provide for that family. So that's one that's trying to do it. Let him do what he got to do.
And then what you can do is one day, if they keep tripping and they don't understand, I would go to the game and then I would cut the lights out and act like
right.
And like I didn't have no money. I had to go to these damn games.
Right. And show him what it could be if I don't work like this. What you could not have for Daddy not getting it in, you know? So, you know, I mean, he got to rest. If the man don't rest, the man can't work.
That's right. Hey, man, thanks so much for your call. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Hey, leave your comments here, guys. Share the video. Invite your friends. Great conversation. You all made some great points, and hopefully she will, you know, make those adjustments, take what you guys sent, and we'll make it happen. How can they follow you, Nikki?
They can follow me on Facebook under Nikki Miller, and on Instagram at I am Nikki Miller. And then for the ladies, you can join me this Saturday at the Success Her Way Summit. It's going to be super, super dope.
All right. Aaliyah, thanks so much for sitting in with us.